What is going on, future millionaires? It's been almost a week since I put out some content. This weekend was my birthday. Also, it was Easter weekend as well. So I kind of used that time to kind of just reset, enjoy some family, and just kind of relax a little bit. So this really wasn't just a playing live stream. So I know some people may not be on. This kind of was just a split moment. I was going to make a pre-recorded video, but I said, you know what? I'm just going to go live, talk with the community, see what's going on. And so let's wait for a few people to come in, make sure the audio is coming in okay. We got going on. We got Crypto Junkie, Thunderbolts in the building. If you know, you know. Good morning, all. Appreciate y'all tuning in. We get everything going here. Let's see. Yes, sir. But yeah, so it's been about, 10 months since we, the crypto market, have seen a 30,000 Bitcoin. It's been about 10 months since we've seen this 30,000 Bitcoin. So it's definitely nice to see this. I think the next probably tough resistance we have is probably around 33 to 34K is going to be kind of the next tough resistance that we really have to kind of break through to kind of keep this upside. However, overall, I think the market is in a uptrend itself, right? Not a bull market, but a uptrend. And so an uptrend means, like, when you zoom out, you're going to see that market going up to the right? Pullbacks and things of that nature is going to be normal. It's supposed to happen. But when you zoom out, you see the market is still going up, which is what we want. And so overall, that's where I think we are, where we are in a great market uptrend, which I still think we have great time to accumulate as well. And so with that being said, that's kind of my sentiment on the market. There's still, thresholds that the market has to push through, but it is always great to see Bitcoin leading the pack. And as we know, Bitcoin, all tides rise with Bitcoin. Let's see. My comments are showing up on this side. Finally made it on time. Morning. Cobain, what's going on? What's going on, man? This was kind of just a spare the moment live stream, so appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate you tuning in. For some reason, my comments aren't showing up in StreamYard. It's only showing up if I go to YouTube, so I can't highlight it for some reason. Let's see. Let me see if I can change this up real quick. Yeah. Okay. Trying to change it up because it won't show me the comments unless I'm looking on YouTube. Somebody type something in the comment section for me real quick and see. All right, cool. There we go. There we go. So now I can actually show it. For some, must have been a glitch with StreamYard or something, but I could only see your comments at first looking over on YouTube. It wouldn't let me see it in the back screen. But yeah, man, how's everybody doing though today? It's great to see Bitcoin around 30K. As I said, I think the next threshold is 33 to 34K for us to really push through to kind of keep this up, to kind of keep this uptrend with Bitcoin. However, it is nice to see. It is nice to see we're going in the right directions. I think meme coins are primed as well, as we can see more dominance has went back into Bitcoin. So where we at? So let's take a look at the rest of the market and see what the rest of the market is doing. Let's see. Let's zoom this in a little bit. For the last hour, things have kind of, pulled back just a little bit, which is understandable. See, Bitcoin on the 24-hour up 6%. We got ETH still well over 1900. BNB around 330. XRP up 2.8% last 24 hours. We got Cardano up 4.3%. Look at Solana doing this thing up 14.8% on the 7-day, up 3.5%. And on the hour, it's up as well, 1.6%. And you guys know I'm long-term bullish on Solana. I still think Solana is going to be one of the top chains in my opinion. Polkadot, we got Litecoin, Sheep, Tron. Yeah. Let's see what we got. Let's go over to the memes. Let's go over to the meme coins. Let's see. So yeah, we got meme coin around 19.7. It did get up to around 22 billion, and then it kind of pulled back a little bit. And that was at the time when last week, the beginning of last week, when Elon made Doge the logo for Twitter, which since has been changed back. However, I still think that was a big move for meme coins as well. And then now we got the beginning of this week. Yesterday, Bitcoin surpassing 30K. So the month of April has kind of been a bullish month already. Just kind of things that's happened in the market. The sentiment has been positive, and so that's definitely a good thing we want to see moving forward. So yeah, no meme coins have changed for me. I'm still looking at the same ones pretty much. Of course, I mean, Doge and Sheep are the top dogs. You got Baby Doge, Floki, Volts. I still don't own any Suka, but I think now, since it kind of pulled back a little bit, could be a potential time to go ahead and add a bag in, because it's got up to around 9 cents like a little bit over a week ago. And now we can see it's back down to around 7 cents. So maybe a good time to kind of grab a bag before that next pump. We could see Samo doing this thing as well. Pretty even across the past week, up 11% on the 7-day, up 5.5% on the 24 hours. And then it is still, pretty much green on the hour as well, where we can see most meme coins in the past 7 days have some red in there. Whereas we look at Samo at the current time, it's pretty much green for the most part. Still a lot of potential with this one. You guys know how I feel about Samo as well. And I also think Volt is a great opportunity also. Getting Volt under 100 million, getting under 90 million. Now you can see it's around 78 point, almost 79 million, right? Look at the volume. It's the, what's this, 3, 4, 5, 6th largest meme coin with the 3rd largest trading volume. That's huge. 23.8 million. That's huge, man. That's huge. I mean, look at Baby Doge, 380 million, only 4.5 million in trading value. Volt, 79 million in market cap, 23.4 million in trading value. Like, that's crazy, man. That's just crazy to see it. So, and that's what also helps create that volatility in those price movements, because you got to have that volume to create that volatility, and volatility is what creates those gains. And so we got in the chat now, 2 Thunderbolts in the building. Thunderbolts, what's up? What's up? Digivest Cheems, what's up, man? What's up? Appreciate you tuning in. But yeah, man, I think memes though is still gonna be great going into the bull market. I think I think a lot of money is gonna be made in meme coins. The history has shown, almost bull market after bull market. And I wouldn't say bull market after bull market, but the last 2, people have made a lot of money in meme coins. It's a great onboarder. It allows people to um, have themselves a part of something that's bigger than themselves. They can be a part of something with like-minded people. And then if you think about it, a lot of people has learned a lot from the crypto space just about meme coins, rather it's in a positive or a negative, And so if you're in crypto long enough, you're not going to hit every investment right, but the ones you do hit right should be the ones that matter to you. And so with that being said, man, I like what meme coins do. I like the low overhead, which allows everyone to kind of get in. You got to be careful though, because of course, not every meme coin is going to be a Doge. Not every meme coin is going to be a Sheep. right? A lot of them are saying, hey, we're the next ones, but nobody really knows until it happens, right? And so with that being said, just, kind of keep that in the back of your mind. We all have speculation based off of what certain meme coins and cryptos have done. I have speculation even myself on what could potentially get to a level of a 𝗕𝗑 or even potentially a Doge. But it's not guaranteed. We just don't 100% know yet. However, if you're in position, you're going to be good if and when it happens. Now, there's one coin I do want to mention that it's been pumping. It actually is right here, so I don't even have to go out my way to mention it. It's Floki CEO. And I actually had somebody mention this to me about 4 days ago on a comment on the video. And when I looked at it at that time, the price was the market cap was around 9 million. Now, I'm not endorsing this or anything of that nature. However, this was a meme token on the BSC chain because you guys know I love Binance. I was thinking about grabbing a bag. However, this thing has been pumping ever since. So if we go over to 𝗚𝗥𝗓𝗏 here, and you take a look at this, you can see the market cap is almost 21 million now. And when I was looking at it, it was around 9 million. You guys are like, well, Mike, why didn't you buy then? Because the chart was still going crazy, big candles like this. And so I was thinking we were going to see a pullback. Woke up today and the price is even higher. So again, I'm not endorsing this by any means necessary. However, the community is strong. I have been paying attention to this project the past 3 to 4 days, and I like what I see. Now, is this going to be the next 𝗕𝗑, next Doge? I don't think so. But could this be a meme token we can make some money on? Potentially. So that's kind of my, thought process on it. We got Billy. He says, thanks, Mike. Absolutely. Absolutely. Soul memes are going to pop hard. I think so too, man. I think so too. And I think BSC as well. As you can already see, some of the top memes are on the Binance Smart Chain, right? Because some of that volume is going to leave from Ethereum and it's going to come over to some of the other chains, in my opinion, such as Binance Smart Chain, such as Solana. You know what I'm saying? So I completely agree with you. Where's the drip sign on the shelf behind you? Man, you kind of late, man. You late, see? What's your point, man? Talk to me. I can, change it up, man. I'm still in, as you guys know, I'm still in drip. None of that's changed, but I just changed up the background. So don't be butthurt. Did you sacrifice for post chain? I did not sacrifice for post chain. I did not. But I'm ready for it to launch. I'm in position to be ready to put some money in once everything goes live, but I didn't sacrifice. Oh, let me get off of here, man. Let me get off of this. Because I'm not promoting it. But one thing I do want to mention as well, keep the comments coming. Crypto Insights, and I think is a good, info Twitter page to follow. If you look right here, this was April 10th. Most held meme tokens on the BNB change. Of course, we know Baby Dogecoin is the third largest meme token, and it was natively launched on BSC. So, of course, naturally, it's probably going to be the number one held on BNB, right? Then you got Floki, which was naturally launched, I believe, on ETH. Now it's on BSC as well. You got 𝗥𝗥𝗔𝗕. You got Volt, which was naturally launched on ETH, now on BSC as well, right? So just something to keep your mind on most held meme tokens on, second, third largest chain in certain parameters. Most burned tokens last 24 hours. Baby Doge, you got Volts, right? You maybe got some other tokens on here. Of course, we all know 𝗕𝗑, but maybe you got some other tokens that you guys know about that you potentially hold. But the only ones I truly identify here, 𝗦𝗥𝗓𝗏 is also dope as well. Shout out to 𝗦𝗏𝗏, but Baby Doge, 𝗕𝗑, and Volt. 𝗥𝗥𝗏, I've heard a lot about, but I haven't just sunk my teeth in them, and I wasn't just blown away with what they were doing, in my opinion. I know they got the staking, the incubator, the launch pad, and all of that, but I wasn't just blown away by what the project was doing, in my opinion. Top meme tokens by social engagement. Look, Baby Doge, Floki, you know what I mean? And this is also BNB, the BSC chain. You got Bo Inu. You see what I'm saying? So look at these just different statistics, and you can kind of see how some of the same meme tokens are coming up on this list, right? We at Pulse X. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Any thoughts on the Wells Candy situation? Patrick Straw, what's up? To be honest, man, I'm not even 100% sure what's going on with Wells Candy. I didn't get into Wells Candy. So, is there like a situation with the protocol? Did they change the mechanics, or because I know Wells Candy was supposed to support drip? So, yeah, I didn't dig too much into Wells Candy. It was just a project I just said I won't get into. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure. GS here's everything 27. What up, bro? What up? What up, man? What up? And so one thing I want to share with y'all that's gonna be coming out, which I think is big. And you guys know I'm big on Solana as well for the long-term success. And I also really like BSC. Now, when it comes to the meme token, the number one meme token I'm holding, also, you guys know I have a bag in this, is SAMO, right? They're gonna be coming out with the first SPL token NFT debit card through SAMO, right? So I think this is huge. We'll be the first token on Solana to offer our NFT holders access to their very own Memecoin credit cards, right? From on-chain to the store, right? That's going to be big in my opinion. That's huge. That's huge. Definitely moving for Solana. So that's one thing I wanted to mention. Another thing that briefly came out with Volt, as you guys know, I hold a bag in Volt as well, is the VDSC, which is their NFT collection. And basically, for people that's aware, if you don't already own one of these, they're giving you a warning, as in, hey, all of a sudden, you will have to hold a VDSC, which is a Volted Dragon Sailors Club. Don't say you weren't warned, right? And remember, if you're just holding these anyway, these get rewards periodically sent back out to the holders, right? They're also able to be utilized in the battle royale game. And so you can see this is a hint to, hey, more utility is being added to these NFTs. So if you're in the Volt community, you're aware, but if you're not and you don't hold any NFTs yet, this may be something to take a look at as well. So, oh, and real quick, look at this. In the past, this is why I didn't jump on it. Remember how I was talking about it was at a 9 million market cap, Floki? Well, look at this. The last 14 days has done a 8x, right? So people who's got in before this 8x their money already in 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I was thinking, hey, maybe we're gonna see a little bit of a cool period before it keeps going. Then I can throw that bag in. But this baby kept pumping, right? And the project said their goal is to hit 100 million market cap this month, and then an 800 million market cap in the next 2 months. We'll see if that happens though, because if you're talking about an 800 million market cap in the next 2 months, that means you're going to be the third largest meme token in the space. So that's some big statements there, man. Big statements. So we'll see if that can happen. But the community is definitely strong. The volume is there. They have a top 10 exchange listing coming this month as well. So I have been researching and keeping my eye on this project and trying to wait for a good entry point. But just throwing that out there for people watching the stream. If you're not already in it, that's a meme token to kind of just keep on your watch list. Maybe wait for it to cool off and then see what happens. I think Drip is partnered with Volt. Well, there's two different Drip crypto projects out there. So um the Drip we're talking about is a certificate of deposit type project. It's a passive income, high risk DeFi type project. The other project is Drip, and I know it pays out rewards as well, but it's a little bit different though. So you probably are correct, but I don't think it's the Drip project that I'm actually in. But yeah, there's like 110, 111 projects now that's partnered with Volt that uses Volti Change, their deflationary decks, and it's still growing, still growing. So yeah, I could definitely see that. And you guys can keep asking me, any questions you have. But one thing I do want to ask, kind of off the topic of crypto, two other topics that I'm really interested in, that if there's some way we can kind of integrate that, and if the community likes it, it'll be something else we can do. But do we have any NBA and UFC fans in the house? Because those are two things that I watch, two things I'm into. Play basketball, when I was a kid growing up, played on teams. And then MMA, huge fan of that. For people that kind of know my earlier journey, I haven't done jujitsu in a while, but I got about three to 4 years of martial arts under my belt. So huge fan of MMA, the competition level, and everything of that nature. So, do we have any, bad NBA fans? We know the playoffs start Saturday. I'm excited about that. We had the UFC event that just happened last week. Izzy with the crazy knockout, unexpectedly. We had Gilbert Burns that did his thing, unanimous decision. Kevin Holland did his thing. I had a chance to meet him the last year, so yeah, man. Wow, live chat. Good morning, future millionaires. Crypto Mike 68. Good morning, future millionaire. What's popping, man? What's popping? RD. I used to watch a lot of basketball, but I'm getting back into watching racing again, GT in particular. Okay, okay. I respect the RD. Never been too big into racing, but shoot, I respect it, man. I respect it. It's definitely a skill for sure. Daniel, he says NBA play in games tonight. Tonight we got the play in games tonight. Yep, and I think it's just the East that plays tonight, and then the 12th tomorrow. I think the West play in games happen, if I'm correct. Crypto Mike says UFC fan since 1998. Man, you was early, because I think what UFC started 91, or is it, or 93 with Hoist Gracie. I had the pleasure of meeting Hoist Gracie 4 years ago at my martial art academy. Got my gi signed by him. Still got it hanging up in the closet, man. A man of few words. But yeah. So I'm gonna tell y'all who I got going for the NBA. Some of y'all may give me slack, some of y'all may be with me, or some of y'all may just be neutral with it. So I think the top three teams, in my opinion, for the West is, and this all depends on health wise. They have to be healthy, of course. Lakers, Golden State, and the Phoenix Suns. I think those three teams are the most dangerous, in my opinion, in the NBA. Now, I think out the East, we know who the top three teams are: Milwaukee, Boston, and Philly. Now, Milwaukee doesn't have Middleton yet. If he comes back, I'm not sure, but I think it's going to be out of Milwaukee and Boston for sure. And I think Boston has enough to beat Milwaukee, and I think Milwaukee has enough to beat them. I think that goes game 7. However, I think whoever comes out the West wins the championship this year. That's what I think. UFC used to be wild. It did. They was able to wear anything, shoes. You had people wearing gis. Like, it was crazy, man. It was crazy. And I was also back when it really wasn't no testing. It definitely was no USADA back then. So everybody was like juicing. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. You definitely right. You definitely right. Only UFC fighter I ever met was Kimmo back in the late 90s in Huntington Beach. That's what's up. Was he cool, down to earth? Every fighter I've met have always been like super down to earth, super down to earth. Like, you may see like their character when they're, in press conferences or doing their weigh-ins or doing an interview, but every fighter I've met have been like super chill, super chill. How deep are you in meme coins? I would say pretty deep. I hold a few meme coins, made some decent money from sheep, back in 2021. So I've held memes since 2021. So if that's what you mean. But this year, I would say I've gotten a lot more involved in memes. A lot more involved. Definitely as we're getting closer and closer to this bull run. A lot of money is in meme coins, right? And in my opinion, just talking from myself, I made good money last cycle, but I think I left a lot of money on the table not getting into certain meme coins, in my personal opinion. And this time around, I'm not going to do that. Dripster, he says Laker in 6. Okay. So who you got? Who you got? You got the Lakers all the way. Who you got them playing in the championship? Milwaukee or Boston? Who you got? Who you got? I don't think Philly has enough to beat Boston, and I think that last game showed it. You know, even with Joel Embiid dropping 52 points, which was exceptional game. I mean, by far, I think he's one of the best big mans, you know, to play for sure. But they didn't have Jaylen Brown, and y'all only won by 2 points, and he dropped 52, and y'all barely won, which shows they don't have enough to beat them in a 7 game series, in my personal opinion. So this is why I think it's going to be out of Milwaukee and Boston when it comes to the East. Wow. I haven't rode in years. Man, I haven't rode in years. To be honest, it took me like 2 years to get my blue belt in jujitsu. And maybe 3 months after I got my belt, I kind of just stopped rolling. And then during the time as well, my instructor, he moved to Florida, opened up an academy there. And so, you know, I kind of built that relationship, you know, with him. So for me, you know, I was like, okay, you know, when I get back into it, there is another academy I'm going to go to that's close to home. I do know the instructor, rode with him multiple times. You know, I think he's 3 stripe black belt. But yeah. But yeah, rolling's fun, man. Rolling's fun. And I tell anybody anything. If you want to be humbled, do jujitsu. The biggest, toughest guys get humbled in jujitsu. You know, like the biggest, toughest people. You know, it's definitely a humbler. Definitely when it comes to, you know, being a man as well. You know, and then once you get it down, know what you're able to do, know what you can withstand. Like it's a rush. It's a rush. Only rules, no eye gouging or nut grabbing. Yeah. It was pretty much anything goes at that point. It was anything goes. And I think it was 90, was it 93 or 91 at UFC, man? Let me Google. I think it was 93 UFC started. 93. Yep, 93. See, yep. November 1993 is when the UFC started. I knew it was 91 or 93. There was no weight classes back then. You have a six. I know. 600-pound sumo wrestler against a 155-pound striker for sure. And I mean, when you think about it, like in real life, that could truly happen. You know what I mean? No one's gonna be like, "Oh, how much do you weigh? All right, I'm not gonna fight you." Like, no, in the heat of the moment, shoot, man, anything can happen. So I mean, it was definitely crazy. It was crazy. Drifty said the Bucks, Laker and the Bucks. Yeah, I definitely got the Lakers beating them. And in my opinion, to a degree, definitely if Milwaukee don't have Middleton, I think Boston may be a tougher match just due to matchups than Milwaukee potentially may be for the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? Just due to matchups. I joke, but I see a league that consists of players exclusively from the team they represent. I wonder what city would win. Mm, interesting. That would be interesting. You know, because everyone like to claim their turf, like, hey, we got the best talent here, you know, and that's almost in any genre, you know, when it comes to any type of entertainment, music, sports, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I can see that. RD says, I mean the city they represent. I know what you meant. I know what you meant. I miss it. So how far did you get in your jujitsu journey, man? Crypto Mike? Shit, I always can relate to people that do any type of martial arts. Any type of martial arts. And when I first started with Taekwondo. I did a little Shotokan karate, and then started learning jujitsu, and then I fell in love with it, and that's all I wanted to do. Stop doing Taekwondo, stop doing, Shotokan karate, all of that. Whichever city got the best center, probably winning. That crowd gonna go crazy, man. And real quick, while we here, let's pull up. Let's pull up the NBA standings real quick while we here, y'all. Let's pull it up. Let's pull it up. Let's pull it up. East Bucks #1, of course. Celtics 2, and the Sixers 3. Really don't care about anyone else too much in the East. And then you look at the West. Nugget. I don't think the Nuggets, Grizzlies, or the Kings, even though they're the top 3 seeds, I don't think neither one of them go to the championship. I don't. And if we go over the games, we got the play-in tournament tonight. Oh, that is tonight. That is today as well. Okay. So it's the East and the West. Okay. So you got the Hawks and the Heat play at 6:30, and then the doubleheader game is going to be Timberwolves and the Lakers for the 7th seed at 9 p.m. And then we got Bulls, Raptors, and Thunders and Pelicans. And then playoffs start this Saturday. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. If we go back up to the standings, Hawks and East, what are they playing for? Interesting. Okay. Got it. That's interesting. Okay. What do you say? Facts. We got hella wings up here. Probably out here best guard right now. Where we at? He said, I stopped watching the NBA when our Sonics got stolen, right when we drafted Kevin Durant and Westbrook. Yeah, that was crazy. That was a crazy shift. I remember, man. I remember that. I remember that. I still remember the Sonics back when they had Ray Allen and all of them, man. Rashard Lewis. Like, man, I've been a basketball fan since I was in diapers, man. RP Sonics. It's too bad that Seattle will most likely never ever. That's probably true. That's probably true because they was talking about the next team will probably be in Las Vegas, if anything. You know what I mean? So I could see that. I could see that. Remember back in the early days, you had to fight 3 times in one night. Dude, there's no way, man. People had so much probably brain damage after all of that. Facts. We got wings. Not long. Crypto Mike says, my buddy had a martial arts studio in Southern California, and it was a stand up and ground. That's what's up. That's what's up. Because I mean, you got to have some stand up too. You got to have some stand up. But I definitely think ground is so important because that's where most altercations go is to the fight. I mean, to the fight is to the ground. And so if you don't know what you're doing on the ground, if you're like a fish out of water, you in trouble. You know, you in trouble. Definitely if the guy weighs more than you, I mean, you're in serious trouble. Like, man, you in some serious trouble, you know. So it's important to know how to defend yourself, you know, on the ground in tough situations, right? When you're at a disadvantage. I got kneed in the face and broke my nose, and it kind of slowed down my training. Damn, I got you. I could see that. I could see that. Yeah, that's the only thing about rolling, man. You get those people that don't know how to just kind of free roll, right? Like they do all of their academy training like they're doing competition training, and that's not how you really do it. Like if you got a training partner that's how they train as well, cool. But a lot of people don't train that way, right? And you don't want to train that way every day anyway because you have injuries, and if this is something that's a journey for you, you're going to limit your journey because you want to do this long term. And if you're going 110% every day, you're going to get injured. You're not going to be able to recover properly. You know what I mean? And so I get that. I get that. The worst though is when you get the big guys, you know, the big strong guys that's new to jujitsu, and they come in with all their strength and everything, and they're going 100 miles an hour at a minute. You know what I mean? So that's the tough part. And so I tell anybody, if you new, just wait till you get a little bit more under your belt, or just don't roll with them for safety. You know, just don't roll with them for safety. Looks like most of the market is still pretty much green on the hour. Looks like things are moving green as well. Earlier in the stream, things were down just a little bit. He says, "How do I feel about Sand in the long run?" Sandbox, I'm assuming. I still think Sandbox is going to be a good metaverse token. I do. I still think it's going to be a long, but I think it's kind of put itself kind of now into the OG status a little bit. So like if you're looking for 1000x gains or something like that, I don't really see that happening, especially not this upcoming cycle. But could you still make some money from it? Absolutely, yeah. Decentraland as well. You know what I mean? I still think those are going to be here, but just a lot of the hype has kind of went away from somewhat metaverse, right? It's went into AI, and meme coins are starting to get hot again, so some of that, and play to earn kind of is involved with metaverse somewhat, but it's just kind of died down a little bit, right? That's all. The attention's kind of went elsewhere in the markets. Ah, that makes sense. Thanks. Yeah, man, no problem. Just my opinion, just my opinion. Man, where we at? Let's take a look. Let's take a look and see what the market's doing. We are up, what, 4.8% today, getting closer and closer to 1.3 trillion. Oh, and one thing I want to show y'all as well, because I mentioned at the beginning of this live stream, was we're in an uptrend, right? Not a bull run, not a bull market, but we're in an uptrend, right? So if you can just see right here, this is where we pulled down, bottom so far, right? This is the bottom currently right now, right? When it hit around 800, low 800 million market cap, right? Then you can see we've just been moving up week by week, week by week, right? But one thing I want to show you on the way up here, and remember, in 2021, we did a double top, all-time high in May, all-time high in October, right? And then we saw the decline of the crypto market. But I want to show you something. If you look right here, right, and this is not any type of TA or anything, but if you look on the way up, all-time high, pullback, move up, pullback, move up, pullback. So the reason why I'm showing you this is we're in an uptrend. So are we going to see certain pullbacks with Bitcoin in the market moving forward? Yes, but that doesn't mean we're not in an uptrend moving forward. So when we zoom out, which is what we're doing right now, you can see what this market is doing, right? We're not in the bull run yet, right? But we are getting closer. And you can just see by the sentiment. You can just see by what the market is doing and other things that are transpiring in the market, right? So this is why I want to show this. I don't think we're in a bull run, right? We're close to 1.3 trillion. All-time high is 3.1 trillion, but we are in a market trend up, right? There's a difference. So this is why I still think 2023 we have still time to accumulate, right? We still have time to accumulate, in my opinion. A chunk of my sand and mana still locked. Ouch. Ouch. Damn. I got some BTT locked on there. Of course, VGX is locked on there. I got a lot of CKB locked on there, which I would like to get back. And then I got some Digibyte locked. So those are the 4 assets that I have on Voyager. So I feel you, man. That happened to me also. I was rolling with the big strong guy. He got me in the arm bar and he was rolling way too. Dang. Yeah. I've had some run-ins, man, with some super strong guys, man. Yeah. Yeah. It's tough. It's tough. But man, shout out to the big guys that learn the finesse of jujitsu. Those are the dangerous guys. Those are the dangerous ones. Like the ones that are already strong and then that learn the techniques, that learn that finesse. Those are the ones that are dangerous. What did y'all think about the UFC event this weekend? Did y'all think Alice Pajeda or Pereira, however y'all want to say his last name, did y'all think he was gonna get the job done again? Or did y'all think Izzy was gonna do what he said he was gonna do? I was going for Izzy, but I didn't expect that performance. I didn't expect the knockout. I honestly thought Izzy was gonna win by decision, is what I thought. I wasn't expecting a knockout. It was interesting. Oh, and for the people that's on right now, I will be on Space Chick Cabin's crypto channel. Super dope, love her energy. We're gonna be on there on her Vote to Stream, talking about crypto, meme coins, and I guess whatever is on our mind or what comes up. So tune into that later on. It'll be 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm happy as he got his get back. The fact he won standing up was dope. Yeah, yeah. His the ending when he did like the arrow animation, I thought that was dope. I thought that was dope. And I saw some on Twitter he retweeted and he was like he didn't mean it to do it this way, but it just kind of happened. Somebody mentioned it because remember he lost to Pereira 3 times, right? 2 in kickboxing, 1 in MMA. And then the fact that after he won, he put the 3 arrows in him for each loss he had against him, right? He said that wasn't done by design, but somebody thought that's what he did. I thought that was pretty dope. Michael Owens, what's up, man? What's up? Hey, what do you think about H bar? I think H bar is solid. I haven't talked about it, but every time someone asks, I think it's solid along with Quant. you know, I don't talk about them too, but I think they're solid, man. Their connections, they're fully connected with Fortune 500 companies, the government. I mean, all of that. You know what I'm saying? And so they're legit, man. They're legit. I have nothing bad to say about them. I got a lot of stuff stuck on Voyager too. Yeah, I feel you. A lot of us took a big hit on that, man. I lost 6 figures with Voyager, man. So I know. Makes me irk every time I think about it. He says, I thought they were going to take it to the ground. Oh, I didn't even think about what those 3 arrows meant. That's wild. Yeah, that's what I said. And Izzy was like, hey, I didn't mean it to do that way. It was just kind of what happened in the moment. And I guess, somebody from the community was like, this is what Izzy did. And then he basically retweeted it with a quote and was like, my spirit, I guess, knew. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was epic. That was dope. That was dope. Kind of the same way Leon Edwards had that epic press conference. You know what I'm saying? Y'all all doubted me. Y'all all doubted me. Headshot dead. Like that's still gonna go down as an epic, post fight, whatever, man. That was epic, man. That was epic. So now you got memes all around the world. Headshot dead. You know what I'm saying? So like that's the part of the sport, man. It's part of the sport. Boxing, Tank and Garcia gonna be a good fight. Yeah, I'm curious to see who you got with that, man. Who you got with that? They say Tank has more power, but they say Ryan Garcia is a little faster. It's gonna be an interesting fight. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Yeah. Let's see. Uh-oh. Yeah, not too much going on. So yeah. Crypto Mike, it was great. I really did think Izzy had I really think he had Izzy's number. I mean, for a minute there he did. For a minute there, he did. But yeah, it's good. Izzy got his get back. Lightweight division stack. Garcia Chin finna get tested. Yeah, it's definitely gonna get tested. It's definitely gonna get tested. Says Garcia. He has both speed and power. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think it's gonna be interesting. I think it's gonna be interesting. Do you think it goes decision or do you think it's gonna be a knockout with Davis and Garcia? I could see a decision, in my opinion. I could see a decision. I think both fighters are gonna be cautious, right? I do think they still got respect for each other's skill, and technique and what they can do. So I do think both fighters are gonna be cautious. Thoughts on Ada and Matic in the next 2 years? Ada, Cardano, good old Cardano. I think Cardano will still be. I think Cardano will be fine in the next 2 years. It's just a slow mover. It's just one of those slow movers. I think Matic is still going to do well as well. Um, if we just look at the partnerships, we just look at their, ZK knowledge, technology, right? They're leading the space, over 1 billion invested, with that, so I really like Polygon, been a big fan of Polygon Matic since 2021, so really like Matic. Ada, don't talk about them much, but I think Ada's going to be fine as well. So we just kind of have to wait and see. We just have to wait and see. The only thing I say is about Polygon and Ada. In certain parameters, they haven't been tested in certain scalability situations. And so, with that being said, chains that have been tested, right, that may have went down, that may have had network issues, like a Solana, there's still not a chain that's doing what Solana's doing, far as TPS, far as you know what I'm saying. And so, when you look at all of that, I think that's going to play a big part. The scalability, and when it's actually battle tested, what happens with the tech, right? Because Cardano had a situation with their network maybe 4 or 5 months ago, right? And everybody kept it on hush. No one said anything. Think about the narrative there. When something happens with Solana, it makes world cover news. Why? You know what I mean? Polygon had issues as well. You know what I'm saying? So we're still at somewhat of the beginning stages of this technology. And so this is why, for one reason, I'm still big in long term. I'm big on a long term success of Solana, because I still think it's going to be a top chain, in my opinion, right? And in my opinion, it's also been the most battle tested when it comes to scalability. And that's one of the three trilemmas that's a problem in crypto, is scalability, right? So Izzy got his groove back. No way, it's a decision. KO Mike. Okay, okay. All right. Hey, it could be. It could be, it could be. I wouldn't be surprised if it go decision, though, is all I'm saying. James Douglas, what do you think about XRP future? I think XRP was what, the one, two, was the third crypto I purchased, and I'm still holding it today. So I'm just waiting on XRP to do what everybody is hoping and expecting it to do. Is what I think XRP is gonna be a project you can make money on, but I do think the powers that be have their arms around XRP. But I do think it will come a time when it moons, and I think it will be unexpected. But I like XRP, man. I like XRP. I like Stellar too. I own both. I said in my last live stream, if you own XRP, I think you should own Stellar. If you own Stellar, I think you should own XRP. That's on me. True, that makes sense. That makes sense. What do you think about Samo? Hey, I was talking about Samo earlier in the stream. But as you know, I put out a couple videos already on Samo. Big fan of Samo, man. Big fan of Samo. That's my number one meme token for the Solana chain. Big fan of Samo. They got great potential. Great potential. Let's go back and take a quick look at them. As I was saying earlier, I was saying like if you look at when the stream first started on the hour, a lot of these were kind of like down 0.3, 0.5%, nothing crazy. But you could see on for the most part on the 7 days or throughout the week, there's some red somewhere. Where at the time, at least of this live stream, we see Samo here. 7 days the past week, 11.4%. On the day to day, up 5.8%. Right, it's up, about 0.4%. So pretty flat on today, but you can see it's been green over the past week after we saw that little pullback, in the meme coin sector, right? So I'm a big fan of Samo, man. Big fan. As you guys know, I have a bag in Samo. So I was also talking about, I mentioned this earlier, how they're going to be coming out with this 𝗕𝗎𝗏 credit card, right? It's going to be the first token on Solana to offer that to NFT holders. So, that's huge. That's huge. So big fan of Solana, man. Big fan of Solana, big fan of Samo. Yeah, it's performing well, bro. Thanks. No problem. No problem. Remember, I put that first video out on Samo 2 months ago. So the people that is paying attention, for the people that's rocking with me, you guys are gonna have your bag before the masses come in. Because remember, when that bull run hits, it gets crazy. Euphoria comes in, people are looking to make money, right? People are looking to make money. And so the best way to get ahead of that is to already be in position. Already be in position. James Douglas. I'm still holding on BTTC, but not sure anymore. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. I think the biggest weakness to BTT, in my opinion, I think the community is strong, but I also think that's the community's weakness because there's so much negative sentiment around that and the connection between um Justin's son, you know what I'm saying? And so I think that's the biggest weakness to the community is the community itself, right? There's a lot of negativity there. There's a lot of, and I think that hurts. I think that hurts everything around it, in my opinion. It has utility though. It has legit utility. You know what I'm saying? We know that. But what they did and the redenomination and all of that, like that took a toll on the community, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Because it added another zero to the supply, right? Like I get why they did it, but that still doesn't change the fact that they did it and how it affected the community, So, but yeah, if you done held this long, you might as well, not financial advice, but I mean, if you've held this long, might as well hold till it pump again, potentially in the bull market, and take profits, right? And the thing is, man, a lot of people made money on BTT. I started talking about it in February of 2021, and it 10x in April. 10x, and so I had people who was like, Mike, I made 50K. Mike, I made 25,000. Mike, I made 100K from this. Thanks. Like a lot of people made money from BTT, but there's also a lot of people who didn't take profits, right? And me, I took profits, but I didn't take all my profits, right? I kept a bigger bag than I should have, and hoping it was going to continue to go up or just hold it for a longer period of time, right? So, yeah, man, I get it. And then the thing is, man, I made a video when the price was on its way up. I said, take profits. When it did its 10x and it hit that penny, I made another video when it was still at that price. I said, hey, I personally took profits. I recommend you at least take some profits. But guess what? Nobody talks about that. Nobody talks about that. Oh, Mike, what happened to BTT? What happened to this? Well, did you take profits? Because it did numbers, but did you take profits is the question, right? So many people want to blame the person because they didn't take accountability or because they didn't take profits. I wish I took more profits on BTT, but that was on me. I can't blame nobody for that, you know? But hey, man, it's the name of the game. Michael Owens, I made some money on it too. That's what's up. That's what's up. Crypto Mike. Guys gotta go. Mike, thank you. Crypto Mike, I appreciate it, bro. Appreciate you tuning in, man. Have a good rest of the day. But yeah, that's the name of the game. Also, think about Ethereum Classic. I was talking about Ethereum Classic in 2021 at $5 and $6. We saw what ETC did in the bull run. That's another one that did numbers that I talked about. Solana, I talked about at $28 to $30 before it went to 200 plus. Another one people made money on. You know what I mean? So it's easy to point the finger. But if you look at the context of my videos and do your research, I've been right on a lot of things I've talked about. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta do your research. Do your research. But yeah, do we got any other questions? I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here in the next minute or two. I will answer, of course, any late questions you guys have in the community. Appreciate you guys tuning in on kind of a split moment. It wasn't put out there for you guys to know, but I appreciate everybody tuning in, giving me some of your time, vibing out with me. Cassius Cats, Mike, what is up? What is up? Appreciate you tuning in, man. Always showing that good support. RD, thank you for the stream. No problem, no problem. Don't forget, I will be on Space Chicks crypto stream later today around 2 p.m. Central Time. Definitely come over there and tune in. She has great energy, makes really good content. And it's dope to just, chop it up with another fellow content creator that's like-minded and that likes, maybe cryptos that you like as well. So it's nice to chop it up. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, I appreciate everybody tuning in. The playback may be available, maybe not. But if you got in late, just catch me on the next one. There will be more live streams. As you guys know, I have been going live a little bit more. So be sure to tune in. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be notified once it comes out. But I will catch you guys on the next one.